Hi. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. I'm fine. How about you?
I'm doing good. So let's just introduce कि हम क्या करने वाले हैं आज और क्यों करने वाले हैं. So I am corporate मजदूर and I have my friend soon to be corporate मजदूर. And we both are on a journey to just decode the today's trends or the buzzwords of self-help or self-development gurus of social media. Amit, all over you. What do you want to say about all of these things?
So, we both had a very normal life, and we have a normal life actually. But at some point, we actually got bored. We felt that there should be something new, something spice. थोड़ा तो मसाला चाहिए जिंदगी में. So, we started to think
Correct.
about things. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? And after some point, we realized we don't know what we can. So, how about we do everything that comes up on our explore page on social media, like journaling, meditation, breath work. These things are very what do you say, popular nowadays. So do these things really
Right.
work? So I felt we should try this for ourselves and first make sure that whether they actually work or not, and if they work, how are they going to work
Right.
for us, and then document it and just throw it out. That's all.
Correct. Just following the footstep of a great social media influencer named Gary Vee. Just document yourself and see where it goes. So yeah, let's hope. So let's talk about our first challenge that we took, or the first buzzword that we chose to explore. That is journaling. So yeah, we tried journaling for 15 days, and let's now explore what were the experiences, what were the learnings, and whether we will be continuing to journal or we will tweak a little bit and maybe continue a bit more. Yeah, Amit, you can start with your experience and let the audience listen. We don't have any audience right now, but definitely, if
If if
few months down the line we have few.
if you are the first few viewers, you might think what exactly these two idiots are trying to achieve. We don't know what we are trying to achieve. Maybe we would just find it down
Exactly.
the line. Our tagline for this podcast is funk around and find out. So we are
Correct.
basically
Yo.
funking around and see what we find out. To funk around is
Right.
human, to find out is divine. So
Yo.
let's let's reach the
So
divine.
soon to be corporate Mazdoor is a good shire right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, first of
Right.
all, when it came to journaling, we both are very lazy. So, we
Right.
didn't set any particular rules. Like, uh, I did my journaling on laptop in MS Word, basically. And there was no structure that you're supposed to write one page every day, or maybe you have to do at least 15 minutes of journaling. It was basically whatever you feel, you write. So when I
Correct.
started my 15 days, the first day when I came home at night, I decided, okay, now today I have to start journaling. So let me type something. And I sat down, and for the 2 minutes, I was like, what am I supposed to type? That there was literally nothing that I felt that I should there is anything that I could write down. But then after 2 minutes, I thought maybe I should just write about my day. So then I started typing
Right.
that today morning I got up, I
Mm.
brushed my teeth, I went to the washroom, and like all the minute details. Then I went out,
Right.
then I got the vegetables, and I did this, then I did that, then college work and this and that. And I kept writing and writing, and for the first 2 or 3 minutes as I was typing, nothing actually felt. I didn't feel anything. I was actually getting bored. Slowly and steadily, I started to crib uh, in my Word document.
Right.
I was like, this person has yesterday
Ranting.
told this to me. Yeah, exactly. I started to rant about random things. Literally any random things. Okay, today काम वाली बाई late आ गई, उसकी वजह से मेरा भाग दौड़ हो गया, and these kinds of things. So there was
Right.
literally no structure to it. On the first day, I just kept typing and typing and typing, and honestly, I didn't pay attention where I should stop. So I ended up
Right.
typing 7 to 8 pages, 7 to 8 pages on Word document. You know, it's a lot of words. I mean, it is not like writing on
Right.
pages. 7 to 8 pages on MS Word is like I
Right.
spent almost somewhere 25 to 30 minutes typing and typing and typing. But
A big day.
very big day. And any utter stupid things I was writing, like the smallest of the
Right.
smallest things, like maybe I was walking
Hmm.
and I hit my toe somewhere in the furniture, and then it started to pain. Then how I sat down and I put some water over
Right.
it. Anything. I was literally writing
Right.
anything, whatever happened in my day. So I did that,
Hmm.
and once I finished writing, uh, I became blank. Like there were no thoughts
Great.
in my head. I was like there was no thought. I'm not saying that it was a good
Hmm.
experience or bad experience. I was just blank. And because it was bedtime,
Right.
I just brushed my teeth, did my before going to sleep all those chores which I do, and I went to sleep. And nothing.
Night routine.
Night routine. Yeah, exactly.
Another buzzword.
Another was
Yeah.
night routine.
Right.
So I did all of that and went to sleep. And uh, but that was a new experience for me, like being thoughtless or having
Right.
no thoughts at all, being blank. I was like, you just stare at the wall and do nothing. I was in that state.
Yeah. Just to give a context, we both are chronic overthinkers. Chronic.
Chronic.
Yeah.
So if a normal person has 50,000 thoughts in a day, we have 1.2 million plus thoughts somewhere around like that. I don't know,
Exactly.
but it is
Exactly.
clearly double. It is at least twice as that of any other person. So
Right. Right. Right.
the first day was this. The second day I sat down. I was actually very excited. I was like, okay, आज भी rant करने हैं. हाँ, चलो, script करते हैं. And
Right.
I started typing, but I wasn't able to
Hmm.
grip that much. Actually, I didn't feel much emotions. Maybe
Right.
on the first day itself, I vomit a lot of emotions on my first go itself.
Right.
So the second day, it
Right.
wasn't much. And then I did the same thing on third day, on the fourth day.
Hmm.
By the end of fourth day, I realized something that every time I went to sleep at night after doing the journal, I felt I would say that my thoughts had slowed down. I won't say they disappeared, but
Hmm.
it kind of became easier for me to slow down my thoughts. And I would
Hmm.
say for the
Right.
entire
Right.
day,
Right.
only
Right.
at night after finishing my journaling. It wasn't
Right.
like a permanent
Hmm.
effect
Hmm.
or
Hmm.
anything. And
Right.
I
Right. Right. Right.
started to like that experience. I felt like, oh, this is
Hmm.
cool. I mean, because usually on a normal day, I used to go to sleep with a lot of thoughts in my mind. Okay, tomorrow I have to do this, I have to do that. This
Right.
particular person, I'll
Hmm.
have to
Hmm. Hmm.
face this person. This is going to happen, that is going
Basically,
to happen. But
planning your day in your mind.
so there was no future anxiety, there were no memories from the past, nothing was going on in my mind. I just went to sleep blank. And it actually started
Hmm.
to help me. I started to get better rest. I mean, I started to automatically wake up on time. That was
Right.
how
Right.
it was
Right.
working
Right.
for me. It didn't happen on the
Hmm.
first one or two or third day. It happened on the fourth day. Then
Okay. Hmm.
on the fifth day, when I sat down for journaling, I guess it was a holiday, so I had more time to journal. So I sat down
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I thought maybe I don't feel like cribbing today, so maybe I'll just type whatever I feel. So I started
Hmm.
typing, and this time I wasn't typing about my day. I was actually typing
Hmm.
about my future. Anything.
Hmm.
That what am I going
Right.
to do
Hmm.
tomorrow?
Hmm.
What am I going to do in 1 week? What am I going to do in 1 month? At first, it was very
Hmm.
unstructured. I was just randomly writing things. Somewhere around
Hmm.
second or third page, I suddenly felt, okay, wait, I'm just typing paragraphs. How about I make a task list? Task
Right.
list is also a buzzword going around, by the way. People are making
Correct.
task
Correct.
lists.
Correct.
They
Yeah, we are
write
just
their
targeting
goals in
buzzwords.
diaries. They are just
Right.
writing in the diaries, making check boxes, and then they're like, "Oh, I did a lot of work." So at that moment, I felt the same thing. Oh, I have written so many
Right.
tasks,
A
but I
dopamine
spent
hit.
somewhere around a dopamine hit. Exactly. So I spent around half an hour doing that, and I
Right.
did it in so much in depth. Like the my long term goals. One of my long term goals is I
Hmm.
have to reconstruct our house. So I wrote down
Right.
everything. How
Oh.
many rooms are going to
Hmm.
be there? What kind of furniture is going to be there?
Hmm.
And how am I going to do the
Right.
structuring of the
Right.
garden, the compound, and all those things? So it was very
Right.
in depth, as well as it was scaling between huge goals and very very small minuscule tasks, like washing your
Hmm.
hair.
Hmm.
On
Hmm.
next day, I have to wash my
Right.
hair. So
So
it was a
basically, right, you kind of tried to visualize your future. You did a visualization practice. Great. Great.
kind
Yeah,
of.
continue. Yeah.
So that list became very, very big. It was somewhere around 10 pages of Word document. It was just
Fuck.
except the
Right.
checklist. And at the end of journaling, I thought,
Right.
okay, there are no more things coming to my mind. Again, I became blank. So I
Hmm.
just looked at it and
Hmm.
I got motivated as well as overwhelmed, both at the same time.
Oh. Oh.
And
Nice.
I was overwhelmed because of the number of tasks that I had to do, not the goals, but the tasks that
हाँ.
I had to do.
इतना
And I
कैसे
was
कर लिया?
also, and I was motivated because of the fact that अरे वाह बहुत सारी चीजें हैं करने को. At the start when we had this idea कि what are we going to do, and now I was like
Right.
I have 1,000 things to do. What am I supposed to do first?
Hmm.
But this
Right.
actually had a wonderful effect. The next day went really productive. It was probably the most productive
Okay.
day in the last 5 to 6 months. I was motivated.
Oh,
Okay, कल मैंने ये लिखा था,
nice.
वो लिखा था. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to
Hmm.
do that. So I did that,
Hmm.
and I also continued
Hmm.
journaling. Kind of similar way. Sometimes I used to just crib if something bad happens. I used to crib. I never actually wrote about
Hmm.
anything good in my journaling. I just realized this while talking about it. Like we are such negative people ना, like बुरा हो रहा है तो लिखेंगे,
Right.
अच्छा हो रहा है तो ध्यान नहीं देंगे. So
हाँ, क्यों
it's
देना है ना? वहाँ
ठीक
वहाँ
है.
तो लोग हैं ध्यान नजर रखने के लिए.
एग्जैक्टली. हर बार बुरी चीजों पे ही फोकस करने का रहता है अपने को. So
Exactly.
that happened. The next 3 4 days I kept doing these things. The next 3 4 days I was also very productive, not as productive as of day one after finishing my task
Hmm.
list. And then
Hmm.
the motivation went away. I again came back to my old routine. I wouldn't say I was lazy. I do my regular stuff, but other than
Hmm.
my regular everyday activities, I don't do anything uh, extra. हाँ चलो ये
Right.
काम खत्म कर लिया, दिन खत्म. That was my approach.
Hmm.
For those 3 4 days,
Right.
it was like, okay, I will do my everyday activities as well as I will do a few things which I have been dealing, as well as a few things which might help me in the future. So
Right.
that happened for 3 4 days. Then I started doing it, and after that, for the next remaining days until yesterday night, which was the
Hmm.
last day of our journaling, nothing
Right.
significant happened. Nothing significant.
Hmm.
The only thing that is constant is that the every time I do the journaling while going to sleep, the thoughts
Hmm.
kind of slow down, and I get a good
Hmm.
night rest, a better rest as
Right.
compared to my normal
Right.
days. So
Right. Great.
that is all.
Great. And I guess this was your first time journaling, right? Like a prolonged period of journaling, if I'm not wrong. You are not audible. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, sorry. Am I
Yeah.
audible now?
Yeah.
So I am quite used to making task lists, very, very small task
Right.
lists, like daily task lists,
Hmm.
not long-term goals and
Hmm.
things.
Hmm.
But
Right.
this thing, journaling and doing all kinds of things, gripping, writing about my day, writing about my future plan, writing about task lists, and all kinds of things. This was
Hmm.
the first time that I tried it.
Right. Right. Great. So you have quite a great experience, I feel. I am right now getting FOMO because my experience was not so divine. It was maybe just
It
another
was
type
human.
of task or experiment. Yeah, just another task or type of activity that I'm doing for last I don't know how many days. So just to give you a context, I have been journaling in the past. Like I have journaled for quite a lot of time. For example, during the pandemic, during the lockdown, I have been journaling a lot. But for the past 8 to 9 months, the journaling kind of process was stopped. I was not journaling. I was not writing. I was not doing anything of anything of that sort, right? But since we decided to funk around and find something divine, so I also started 15 days ago. So basically, I am a kind of person who is, even if we don't put on constraints, I am a guy who is a structured guy who follows process, who likes to build process. So what I did was I built a process or a structure
Because
in my journaling too.
you are corporate mazdoor na, so you like structures. You are bound by
Exactly.
structures. I'm not bound by
Exactly.
it right now. I will be bound by it in the future very
Yeah,
soon.
you are soon to be corporate person. Right. So, uh, right. So basically, the process was I would break my the entire day into different parts. Basically, morning, then office ka first half, lunchtime, office ka second half, then after office. So basically, like a movie plot. So this basically helped me overall to understand what my thoughts were during the entire day and at what parts of day what kind of thoughts were intriguing. Like let's say the mornings, few days my mornings were too much negative and that affected the entire day. Few days it was like I was blank during mornings, and as the day went ahead I was kind of positive at the end of the day or something of that sort. So a very I was kind of observing during this 15 days, like what are my thoughts, how all things are going. Like nothing much divine. I was just observing how my thoughts are and where it is going. I tried to take few steps to improve the thoughts or the quality of thoughts, but I don't know. It is in process of improving, or maybe it is stagnant. I don't know. But stagnant is another buzzword that we are hearing a lot when it comes to the growth mindset. So yeah, that was pretty much my experience as to if I one good learning or one good thing that happened is uh, I used to believe in planning your day ahead, but I never implemented that. But in the last, I guess, 4 to 5 days of journaling at night, I implemented that after a very long time, and that has been really good because that has improved my structure and process oriented behavior overall. And yeah, that is the one thing that I have learned in this journaling process.
Cool, cool. So
Right,
yours was more focused on your thought process, while mine was more focused on killing the thoughts, basically.
right, right. You are a thought murderer. So yeah, what were your core learnings, or first of all, will you be continuing the journaling process ahead?
No, I
Why?
won't.
Why?
It's
Why?
not
Why?
working for me anymore. Like as I said, in
Okay.
the end, almost the last week, nothing happened, nothing new happened, and
Right.
yeah, it helped me a lot in the first. Maybe the first day was like a purgation. A lot of vomiting happened, and if you
Right.
I actually also did some research about it, how it works.
Mm,
So it is said that when you write something or when you
mm,
say something, you're basically removing it out of your subconscious mind. Usually, saying it
right.
doesn't isn't that effective. When you write it down, you're basically imprinting it some. You're basically throwing that energy out
Right.
of you. So maybe
Right.
that happened on the first day itself, like typing 8 to 9 pages of a document या 2 पेज का report करने पे जान को आते ही
That,
इतना लिख दिया मैंने
that
तो
is
sorry.
massive, bro.
That is huge. It would be somewhere around I don't know, maybe for as for my handwriting it would be somewhere around 15 to 18 pages of written work which I did.
Baapre. Your MBA,
And
your
yeah,
MBA, your MBA professors might be proud of your journaling by now.
exactly, I could write a thesis. They would be like
Right.
even chat. They won't be even able to find plagiarism in it. So they would be really happy with it.
Right.
So I won't be continuing. I think whatever benefit it was going to have, I've already got it. And I don't think
Right.
anything new is going to happen. So I think I would be going for some new challenge.
Right.
Challenge.
So, if we have to suggest journaling to our audience, soon to have audience, basically, would you suggest them to journal for a short period of time, or do you want them to just keep journaling, like everyday thing?
Personally, I would say for a short period of time, sure, go for it. you never know, maybe because when you start writing or typing or whatever, when you just put those thoughts out there, you can see it properly and you can deconstruct it in a better way.
Right.
Sometimes
Right.
there were things which I used to think about, and I was
Hmm.
not able to get through it, overthinking. But when I typed it
Right.
down and I read it again, suddenly some solution used to come to my mind, or suddenly I used to go, oh, this is not how I'm looking at it. This is something different. It kind of puts you in a position where you have to look at things with a different perception. So it might help you to maybe get out of some negative emotions, I guess. Writing down negative emotions is basically throwing them out. Though I
Right.
would not suggest it in the long term because I also believe in the law of manifestation. So if you're every day you are writing negative things, you are going to, probably attract a negative life. So I wouldn't.
You are already
But anyway,
believing
for
a
the long,
buzzword.
I am already believing because it has worked for me
Correct.
quite a while.
Right. 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 Right.
So
So yeah.
short term, yes. Long term, up to you. I wouldn't say don't do it. It is up to you. If it is working for you, then you might do it. If it is not working for you, you
Great.
could just do it once in a while, anytime you feel overwhelmed by your thoughts or by your emotions.
True. 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 I too agree with this. Like, if you ask me, sorry, if you ask me, I will not be continuing journaling. Uh, for me, the effect has not be it. It was not that divine for me actually. It was quite normal. Maybe because I have been journaling, I have tried journaling for a long time in my past. So maybe that's why I didn't get that eureka moment that you had, the dopamine hit that you were having. So yeah, थोड़ा फोमो तो हो रहा है but ठीक है, जिंदगी है, होता है. So
कॉर्पोरेट मजदूर है रे, तेरे को फोमो जिंदगी भर होने वाला है.
exactly. Yeah, I won't be continuing it. As far as if I would be recommending, bro, I always recommend journaling because whenever you are in a hard situation in your inner world, when your inner world is destroyed or in a turbulence, writing down your thoughts is really, really a good way to maybe calm that down a little bit. And you have had the same experience, right? So, yeah, that is one thing that I will also suggest. Yeah, that is pretty much it.
And by the way, to whoever who are watching us, there is a high possibility that we both might do different challenges. Okay, now he might not be interested in
Right,
the same buzzword which I am interested in, or vice
right,
versa. So why should he do things which is not
right,
interested? Journaling, we both were kind of like, yeah,
right,
let's do this interesting like that. But if he's interested in something else, I
right,
am interested in something else, then we can, But discussions will happen in this particular format only. 10 minutes I would be sharing my
right.
challenge. 10 minutes he would be sharing his challenge. Hopefully we don't fail. So that is all it is.
Even if we fail, we'll appreciate it. Great. So, yeah, this was our first episode of Project X. Funk around and find out and see if we find something divine.
Nice. We did find a few, if not much value, but a little bit value
Right.
in journaling.
So, yeah, guys, the soon to be audience, if you're watching us, just stay in loop with us. Signing off.
Bye bye.
Yo.